Hey, and welcome back to Echo Your English. Before we begin, I want you to take a slow breath. You don't need to rush. You don't need to understand everything right now. And that's exactly what today's talk is about. It's okay if you don't understand everything. I know that sounds simple, but for many English learners, this is actually one of the hardest things to accept. You listen to a podcast, a video, or a conversation, and suddenly your mind starts saying, I missed that word. I didn't catch that sentence. I should rewind. I should understand more. And slowly, without noticing, listening becomes stressful instead of natural. But here's something important I want you to hear clearly. When you learned your first language, you didn't understand everything either. Not even close. You understood a little, then a little more, and then one day, without realizing when it happened, you just understood. Language doesn't grow through control. It grows through exposure. Think about this for a moment. When you watch a movie in your native language, do you catch every word, every sentence, every detail? Probably not. Sometimes you miss a line. Sometimes your mind drifts, but you still understand the story. You still feel the emotion, and that's enough. The same rule applies to English. You don't need to catch every word to understand meaning. You don't need to know every word to improve. Your brain is much smarter than you think. Even when you feel lost, your brain is listening. It's noticing patterns. It's getting used to rhythm, tone, and flow. This is why relaxed listening is so powerful. When you stop forcing understanding, something interesting happens. Your shoulders relax, your breathing slows, and suddenly English doesn't feel like a test anymore. It feels like sound, like a voice, like company. Let me share something personal with you. When I was learning a new language, I used to pause every few seconds. I wrote down words, I checked meanings. I wanted control. But I was exhausted and I wasn't enjoying the language at all. One day, I decided to just listen. No pausing, no translating, just listening. At first, it felt uncomfortable. I understood less, or at least I thought I did. But after a few weeks, something changed. Certain phrases started to sound familiar. Some sentences felt natural. I didn't know why, they just did. That's how language settles in, not through pressure, through patience. If you're listening to this right now and thinking, I only understand maybe 60%, that's perfect. 60% is more than enough. Even 40% is enough. Even 20% is enough, because understanding grows quietly in the background. So instead of asking, do I understand everything? Try asking, do I understand a little more than before? That's real progress. Take another slow breath. You're doing better than you think. You know, one of the biggest misunderstandings about learning English is the idea that confusion means failure. We often think, if I'm confused, I'm doing something wrong. But in reality, confusion is not a problem. Confusion is a sign that your brain is stretching. It means you're standing just at the edge of what you know, and that's exactly where learning happens. Think about walking into a room where people are speaking English. At first, everything sounds fast. The words blend together. You catch a few phrases, maybe a familiar word here and there, and your mind says, this is too hard. But if you stay, if you keep listening, if you don't run away from that feeling, slowly the noise becomes clearer. Not all at once, but little by little. This is why I want you to stop apologizing to yourself for not understanding. You don't need to say, my English is bad. You don't need to feel embarrassed when you miss something. Missing things is part of listening. Even native speakers miss things. They ask, sorry, what did you say? They guess meaning from context. They move on. and you can do that too. There's also another quiet fear many learners have, the fear of missing something important. You worry that if you don't understand every sentence, you'll lose the meaning forever. But meaning doesn't disappear that easily. Important ideas repeat themselves. Key words come back again and again. Stories explain themselves naturally. So instead of holding on to every word, try holding on to the feeling. Is the speaker calm? Are they excited? Are they telling a story or giving an opinion? Understanding emotion and tone is also understanding language. Sometimes learners ask, should I look up words? And the answer is sometimes, but not always. If a word keeps appearing, if it feels important, then yes, check it later. But if one word passes by like a cloud, let it go. Don't stop the sky just to study one cloud. Listening should feel like floating, not fighting. Another thing I want you to remember is this. English doesn't enter your mind only through effort. It also enters through comfort. When you listen while walking, while resting, or lying in bed, your guard is down. And when your guard is down, learning slips in quietly. That's why videos like this exist. You don't need to take notes. You don't need to repeat anything unless you want to. You're allowed to just listen. Even if you drift, even if you half listen, even if you fall asleep, your brain is still working. So if today you understood only parts of this talk, that's okay. If you missed sentences, that's okay. If you feel calmer than before, that's already a win. Language is not something you chase, it's something that slowly walks towards you when you stop running. Take one more deep breath. Let the words pass through you, not over you. I want to talk for a moment about comparison, because comparison is often the quiet enemy of language learning. You hear someone speak English fluently, maybe online, maybe at work, maybe in a video, and suddenly your mind says, why can't I speak like that? And without realizing it, you turn inspiration into pressure. But here's something you rarely see. You don't see how long that person listened before they spoke well. You don't hear the years of confusion, the half-understood conversations, the silent learning that came before confidence. Fluency is not magic, it's familiarity. And familiarity comes from time. Every time you listen, even when you feel lost, you are building familiarity. The sound of English becomes less strange. The rhythm becomes more predictable. Certain phrases start to feel normal. And one day, you'll notice something, small but powerful. You'll hear a sentence and understand it without translating, just for a second. And then more seconds come. That's how it starts. So please, don't rush yourself. Don't push your mind like it's a machine. Your mind is more like a garden. You don't pull plants to make them grow faster. You water them, you give them sunlight, and then you wait. Listening is watering. There will be days when English feels easy, and there will be days when it feels impossible. Both are normal. On difficult days, don't quit. Just lower the pressure. Listen more gently. Choose slower voices. Choose familiar topics. Let English be background sound if that's all you can handle. That still counts. And if today your only achievement is that you stayed and listened until the end, that is not small. That is discipline. That is patience. That is trust in the process. I want you to remember this sentence. You don't need to understand everything to improve. You just need to keep showing up. So tonight or tomorrow or whenever you listen again, don't ask too much from yourself. Just listen. Let some words go. Let some sentences pass. Keep the ones that stay naturally. Sometimes progress doesn't feel like progress. It feels like nothing. It feels quiet. But quiet growth is still growth. There will come a day when you realize you're not stopping every sentence in your head. You're not translating everything word by word. You're just understanding. And you won't even remember when that change happened. It will feel natural, and that's the best kind of learning. So when you feel frustrated, come back to this idea. It's okay if you don't understand everything. It always was. It always will be. Even fluent speakers don't understand everything. Language is not about total control. It's about connection. If English feels heavy sometimes, put it down gently, then pick it up again when you're ready. There's no deadline. There's no race. This is your journey. Thank you for staying with me today. Thank you for listening, even if you didn't catch every word, especially if you didn't. If this kind of calm English listening helps you, make sure to subscribe to Echo Your English. We create these quiet spaces so you can grow naturally without pressure. I'll see you again soon. Until then, be kind to yourself and keep listening.